Tamara here from Posh Cat Crafts. Nice of you to join me. In this video we're doing part 8 of our Gatefold Memory album using Tonic Studios Memory Book 2 collection. If you've got to this video by accident and you want to watch from the beginning, I will post a link there to the playlist where you can then watch from the beginning. In this one we've only got to do the two spines and the back cover. Now the back cover is going to be plain. I'm just going to put a patterned piece of paper on there. But we're going to look at our spines. Now, as we've got two, we're going to make them two virtually the same. So I've got a variety of bits here that we can use to make our pendant, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a pendant charm that goes on the side of our memory books, and it'll be something like this. So I just find some little bits and put them in. This one's got a little charm that says wife and some pearls and things. So just mainly little things like that. If you've got some old jewellery, you can take that apart. I've done that in the past as well. I've got some here that I may cut up and use as an embellishment on the side. I've had this for quite a while and I haven't used it, so I may use it today. I'm not sure. So I've got a variety of different things. I've got some lockets here as well that you can obviously put on the side. So you can put them on like so if you wanted to. And so there's those. I've got some keys. I've got some little gems, some beads that I've just put some head pins through. Some tassels. Really whatever you find, whatever takes your fancy, then you can put it on. I just love that sound. Such a nice sound. That's quite nice. It's sort of like a little rummage. I think I've got these as well. I might just, I forgot I had these. I might put on some of these. These look quite nice. I'll put two of those on each, two different colours. They're quite sweet. Look at those, really tiny little flower. Excuse my fingers, I've got super glue stuck on my skin. Okay, so we need some head pins. And right, I don't know if I do this right because I'm not a jewellery maker. So please don't follow what I do if you're going to do this, because as I say, it's just I'm sort of self-taught, so I'm hoping I have it relatively right. So I'm just putting the head pin in and turning it round. Now we're going to make these up before we then make our spine, because that we'll do that afterwards. Now I think that so, because this is a little glass heart. And close it up. So that then is the start. I might just bring it down just a tiny bit, just so that you can maybe see a little bit better. There we go, just there, hopefully. So that then is the little heart on the end. So right, we get another one, get another jump ring here and open it up. I think we just open it like so, just a little bit. Then I'm just going to put it on, just pick a link on my chain, and then put my next one on like so, close it back up, and there we have another one. Oh, sorry, there we have another one. So I might have to move over a little bit so that you can see. So another jump ring, and open it up, and then put it onto our chain. And this time I'm going to have a pearl bead, and then close them up again, and there we have another one. So I think I'm going to put my key on, but I'm going to put my key on up here, I think, so that it hangs sort of downwards. So there's my key. Well, I'm going to bring you out again because I think I keep going off camera. There we go. So let's get another jump ring. And again, just pick a spot. Pick a link on your chain, but I want it to go quite high up, so I'm going to put this one near enough the top, maybe not in the top one, but just maybe a couple of links down, and then put your key on. That's the key on there like that. And then I've got one of these little lobster claws that I'm going to put onto the top so that I can just clip it onto our little hanger that we've got. And then I think we'll leave it there, and we'll get on and do the spine, and then we can hang it on. Okay, so that's that one done there, and then that then will go onto our little hanger up there, although I may have to take some of these links off. I didn't allow for the lobster claw, so it doesn't matter, that's why we just bring it down a couple, and then I can put that back on like so, and that should hopefully be enough. Maybe a little bit more, I might need to take off a few more, but that, as I say, it doesn't matter. You know, take your time. These are this is what happens. So that's there, that's right down, so let's take this one off and then move that right down to about there, push that back, and then hopefully that then, yes, that's a lot better, look. although it probably could come down a few more. Come down one more, or I can just put it in. Right, let's take that off. Let's take that off. Oh. And I'm going to push this one, take that one out. Oops. And I'm going to bring it right down. So I'm going to use a new jump ring. And I'm going to bring it right down to there. I could use a smaller key, would probably have worked a bit better. But I've done it now, so that then should hopefully be okay. And I'll do the one above. Like so. And then I put a lobster claw on. And then shut them up. There we go. So that then I'll just cut that extra bit of chain off. I can find it there. Although I could leave it and just put some, I think I might put some more on there actually. That looks quite nice. So let's use this side. So we want one of these, do the big one, like so. Then that can go on the bottom. Close it up. Okay, so that's that. So I might put one more thing on, which I'm going to put this the purple heart on. Like so. And that can go in that one. Oops. And then close that up, and then we have a little charm, book charm that we can then put on. Okay. Oh, you know what I haven't put on? Our little tassel. Okay, so then there is our lovely book charm, look, all finished, and then we're going to put it onto our book like so. Bring it round. There we go. So yes, that's very good. Right, so onto the spine. Right, I'm just going to have a quick tidy up, and then we can then start with the spine. The spine's going to be pretty easy to do because it's not very difficult. We just need to use our trimmer to obviously trim some of, trim the card, well, to cut the card to size. Oh, please excuse me, I am talking absolute rubbish. I don't know if you get days like that where you just, your mind isn't in a bubble. mine isn't a bubble most days. Okay, so just undo that and take this off, like so. Right, now we just need to measure our spine to see what width and so it is. So I'm going to use some grey board first of all before we then cut our paper, because the grey board is obviously really thick, so it'll make your spines a lot more durable. Right, we're going to cut our grey board. Now this, the weight of this grey board is 660 GSM, so it's quite pliable, but it's a lot thicker than obviously paper or your cardstock, but it is quite easy to cut. So let's cut our measurement. So that was 4. Let's do this one, it might be easier. So 1 and 5/8 of an inch. That is that by 4 and 7/8 of an inch. As you can see, my trimmers cuts it really well. Obviously you need 2 of those because you've got 2 spines. Now I am going to coat this in paint, because I obviously don't want to see the grey board. Now I might actually cover the whole thing, and then yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Right, so change of plan. We'll use ink because we're just going to ink the edges, because we are going to cut the same in pattern paper, and so this is just going to hide those edges. So then choose your pattern paper of what you're going to use, and I'm just using some offcuts here. That I've got 1 more page left of my Stamperia pad. So we want, well, let's do 4 and 7/8 by 1 and 5/8. Just that. You just double check to make sure that they fit. Yeah, that's a nice fit. And then the same with this one. So we use that again. So 4 and 7/8, 1 and 5/8. Okay, I'm going to ink the edges of my paper. Again, this one. Okay, you can just go around the edges again, just to make sure you got it all, because I think I've missed some bits. So the next one, try and get your glue on all of it if you can, sort of onto the corners and things, so that it definitely sticks it down, because the last thing you want is dodgy corners, you know, where your paper curls up. Yeah. And then they're just these ones, see how they're really tiny. So we're going to need 2 of those. And again, these come from that Chinese website we like. So I'm just going to use get a foam mat and a pokey tool, and I'm just going to, because we want these to be near enough the same, so let's put one there. I think these go that way, so one there and one there. Okay, and then when you're happy, just poke your little hole through. And then what I'm going to do is I'm then going to put my first brad in, because these are held by brads. So I'm going to put the first brad in, and then I'll do the other holes as we've got this one in. So just pushing that down, pushing that in, and then just open them up so that the legs of the brad keep it nice and firm. Okay, I'm just going to hammer the backs down just so that they're nice and flat. Right, we'll do that one in a moment. Let's get this one onto our book. I'm going to do it this way so it goes on there. So as you can see, that's sort of sitting quite nice. And so lots of glue for this. You could use, I think what you which I might do actually, is I might put some double-sided tape on, and also glues. There we go, right. There we go. Right, so let's stick this on. There we go. So that is fairly secure for the moment. There we are. So that will stick eventually if I stop messing with it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the other one on, and I'm then also, I'll put then the book belt back on. Okay, do the other side. Make sure you get it up the right way. I've done that before. Okay, right, let's get that book belt, the book belt back on. then keeps everything all nice and secure. And then we can then put on our little charm. I'm only going to do one charm because I don't really need to do the other. So let's hook it on. And we're going to call that album finished. Now I normally do the charms afterwards. I don't know why I did it today with did the charm first. I think if I'd have done the charm first I would have not had to fiddle so much. But that's how we learn, by making mistakes. I should be so wise. I make so many mistakes. Well, that should then hopefully be okay now. Then I'm just going to take this key off. There we go. I'll keep that off actually. Yeah, that looks better without it. Right, so that is this series of videos finished. Yay! Thank you. If you've liked this video, then please give me a thumbs up. I do like them thumbs. Comment if you feel like commenting. Leave me some love, and I will try and get back to you. If I haven't replied to you within a couple of days, then please just comment again. It's because I haven't got the message. It's not because I'm ignoring you. And so yeah, please do comment, you know, or let me know. I've put the social media links in the description down below, so just click on one of those and it will take you to your chosen social media site. With that being said, I will see you on the next one. Bye.